probably didn't expect me to make this video, but today I'm going to be talking about the Echo situation. So, a couple days ago, I was banned from the Echo Discord for a post on TikTok I made about me being racist. And it came first from a staff member in Devilwind, and then it moved up to Echo. Now, I talked with the Echo staff, and I talked to the Devilwind staff, and we got everything sorted out, and here's the video. They thought that I was being racist. Now, the person who banned me from the Echo Discord was Sino. I'll get more on that later, but let's get back on topic. So right after that situation, right, and we talked everything out, a couple days passed, you know, this and that. After a couple days, after like one day, I got banned again. I check why I got banned, and I got banned for having a ICE and terroristic outfit. Now, see, before you judge me, I didn't even know I had these avatars. See, a long time ago, before I even heard about Echo, or I was really into storm chasing that much, I played this game called ERLC. You guys probably have heard of it. It's a online police roleplay game. It's not just police roleplay, it's just civilian, and it's just like an actual like real life roleplay. Right, so I made this ICE outfit for a game that allowed border patrol. And so my job was to arrest people who cross the borders and put them back over the borders, or put them in jail, right? And the terroristic outfit, I don't know why I really made that. That was really stupid to me, and I'm really sorry about that. I actually don't know why I made that. So, eventually I stopped playing ERLC because, well, I want to focus more on storm chasing. And so, a couple months later, as I was checking Discord when I first woke up today, I noticed, hey, I'm banned. Let me check why I'm banned. Oh, it's because of the two avatars I had that I genuinely forgot about, and I didn't even know existed. So after learning the fact that I had those avatars, I immediately deleted them. And I immediately apologized to all the Echo staff for causing a problem and explaining why I had them and what happened, and I forgot them and stuff. Let me just show you everything I sent to all the staff members here. So after all my explaining to them that I really didn't mean any of this and all this harm that I just caused, because they were apparently doing avatar searches, which I didn't even know about. And I mean, I wouldn't really care because I didn't have anything bad on my avatars. But apparently I did. And so I immediately got banned. No warning, no nothing. Mind you, I have donated to this game. I've gave the owner $30 and one of their modelers to make me a vehicle for $10. And the thing is that I just find it kind of weird that all this starts happening after I pay the modeler to make me the vehicle. I'm not trying to say that they were actively trying to scam me. I just find it kind of weird that all this now pops up. And to be honest, I really did want to just make content solely for Echo and Echo only, because Echo genuinely was a cool game, and the community is absolutely amazing, phenomenal. The devs are lovely, so nice. But soon I'll find out that isn't very true. So let's continue back on the topic of me getting banned once again. So after contacting the devs, I wait a couple hours, and I'm getting really anxious at this point because I think I don't have a second chance. And so I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I'm actually starting to text one of their testers about what's going on and stuff. And they say, hey man, I don't think you're going to have another chance in my personal opinion, and I don't think they're going to unpermaban you. Now, of course, we talked it out and stuff about, hey, what happened, this and that, etc., etc. So, a couple hours later, after I first sent the developers a message, I finally get a reply back from Toasty. Toasty says, hold. Then I get a message from Ben saying, we will unban you. So, after I'm unbanned, I talk in the server for a little until I joined the VC. So, Toasty was the only one who knew I was in the VC. So I'm just hearing them talk and stuff, and Ben actually starts talking about me, saying, hey, why don't we just ban Nurzl again? And it was all Toasty's idea to unban him and all this other stuff that honestly seemed kind of rude. I don't really exactly remember what he said, but he said some, in my personal opinion, not very kind stuff. Not like super duper rude stuff, but it was just like off-putting. And saying, hey, this was just Toasty's idea, you know, I don't really want him unbanned, and I don't really like this guy. That was the vibe I think he was trying to get off. So, Toasty reminds them, after Ben says, hey, why don't we just ban Nurzl again? Toasty says, hey, you know Nurzl is in this VC, right? And then they all just go quiet. And then they just immediately start apologizing to me. Then I get kicked from the VC, and I start DMing Toasty about what happened. Here is what I said to Toasty. So, after we had that conversation, I text Ben, hey man, that was pretty professional of you to say all of that. Here is, and then I sent him a picture of the screen, I sent him a picture of his screen sharing, and here's what his screen sharing was showing. Pretty self-explanatory. So Spino clearly doesn't like me, and I don't really know why. I didn't do anything to the guy, and I just don't really think he likes me. Ben obviously seemed like obviously put off a vibe that he doesn't really like me either. So after I'm done talking to Toasty, he tells me to join Gen VC, and he would drag me into the Shadowrun VC, which, if you don't know what the Shadowrun VC is, it's basically just like a VC where it's non-staff, and but also like just members. It's like for both, I guess. It's kind of like a court VC, I guess. We handle disputes there. So I get dragged to the Shadowrun VC, and Ben and Toasty join, so with Curse. And so Curse leaves. Ben starts talking about, hey man, we're gonna have to ban you, and we are super sorry. We know you donate money to this game, and you really do appreciate you making a bunch of videos about the game, and all this other stuff. He then invites Spino. Spino is, of course, acting all like, oh hey, why am I here? I don't really have anything to say to this guy. And of course, I'm obviously upset because I genuinely haven't done anything wrong to be banned permanently. And so I leave the Discord server on myself and I text Toasty and Ben. Couple minutes or hours later. You know what? You want to know what Ben said? I think you do want to know. Here's what he said. He said, and to be honest, I believed him at first. I thought we were friends. Actually, but I don't think that anymore. Because here's why. So, I keep talking to him about the situation. I'm obviously getting ignored. I talked to Toasty. I'm obviously getting ignored. Because really, if I were them, I wouldn't want to really talk to me either, because this guy just keeps begging and begging and begging. But see, what they don't understand is that I genuinely did nothing wrong, and all of this stuff happened in the past. These avatars were made in the past. My past is being brought up again. And the crazy thing is I kept telling them, I kept telling them, hey, I'm a changed person. Hey, I'm a changed person. And, I really don't support ICE anymore, or I don't like this terrorizing stuff. And I'm really sorry about these avatars. And if you could forgive me, and please unban me, or lower my ban sentence. Because I immediately deleted them after finding out about them, and I genuinely forgot about them.
You want to know what they did? They basically laughed in my face. They ignored me. They didn't just act like I didn't say anything like that. From their perspective, they're probably thinking the opposite of what I said. And, it's not very cool, because I genuinely am telling the truth. So, I keep begging and begging, which I know gets really annoying for the developers. But I really do want a second chance. And applies with this guy.
I'm gonna make another video about this, and if you guys want to hear more about this, follow or subscribe to me. This is where I'm gonna end it here. So if you guys want more, just follow or subscribe to me. See you guys later.